Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Learn with Anhad. So today I'm going to go through verbal reasoning and letter series. So let's get on with it. Okay. So this is an example question, okay? And in letter series we're trying to figure out what two letters would come after these letters as part of a sequence. So as you can see, these two are a group, and these two are a group, and so on, so on. So we're trying to figure out the sequence, right? Yeah. So what connections can we make from this first group to this group? If you have any ideas, point it out in the comments below. Okay. So from F to G, we're trying to figure out the difference. And just to tell you, the alphabet will always be provided in the tests, so you don't need to write it down and take loads of time. So F to G is +1, as you can see. +1, okay? And then G to H is also +1. Yeah, in letter series, we don't go from F to A or then G to B. We always go from the first letter to the first letter of the next group, just to tell you. And then H to I is +1. And I to J is also a +1. So now, what letter would come after it? If you know, write it down in the comments below. So J to K would be +1. And I said J to K because we know it's +1 because all this is +1. You can see it in the sequence. So then the first letter of our answer would be a K. Okay. And now we have to move on to the second letter of the sequence because you can't get the mark with just one answer. So from A to B is +1, and you're probably thinking right now, there's going to be +1 sequence right now again. Well, you are true, you are right. So +1, B to C, C to D is +1, D to E is +1. Okay, now what we're trying to figure out now is E +1 is of course F. So answer for the second one is F. So answer for this question is KF. And so yeah, just to tell you, it doesn't always have to be the same sequence for the first letter and the second letter. I'll show you in some other questions. It could be like one time is like +2 in the first letter, and then the second letter is about +3. Just to tell you, yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay. Okay. So over here, it starts off with G, right? And then it goes to B. No. The first group is GB, and ID, and KF, MH, and the OJ. So same thing now. Now we've figured out this. Pause the video and try to figure out this question. And if you have any answers, write it down in the comment section below. Okay, back to the thing. So G to I. Now as you can see, it's not +1 like last time. This time it's +2. Okay. And then it's I to K, which is another +2. And then it's K to M, which is of course another +2. So you obviously know now the sequence is +2. And then M to O is +2. So then now O +2 would be equal to Q. So the answer for our first letter is Q. Okay, now our second letter. is going to be okay, so it's B to D, so that's again a +2. And then it's D to F, which is another +2. F to H, which is +2. And H to J, which is +2. Now, J plus 2 would be equal to L. So the answer to this question is QL. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Okay, so the third question is, okay, so first M to P. Okay, let's go. M to P would be +3, right? Yeah. +3. Sorry about my numbers. It's quite hard to write on here. And then P to S is going to be +3. 3. And then S to V is +3. And then V to Y, Y is also another +3. And then, look, you're wondering, how am I supposed to do Y +3? There's no alphabet left. Well, in this case, you just add the alphabet back on. So you start from A there. So I just add on like A, B, C, and so etc. as much as you need. So because I've got Y there, Y +3 would be 1, 2, 3, C. So the answer for the first letter is C. So yeah, it looks weird, I know. Anyways, for the second letter of this answer, of this question, okay, from G to F. G to F is now -1. See, I told you there will be some trickier questions. G to F is -1. Then it's F to E, which is also -1. And then it's E to D, -1. And it's D to C, which is also another -1. Then, obviously, is B, -1. So CB is the answer to the third question. CB. Okay. Anyways. I also try not to write too hard, like using the numbers like I was doing, the loops. Try to write it softly so you can quickly rub it out for the next question, because otherwise if you keep it there it gets very confusing and it's very hard to concentrate with all that mess there. Okay. So this one goes from P to T, right? P to T is 1, 2, 3, 4 is +4, right? Okay. And then T to X is +4. And then, of course, we've run out of alphabet. And I already told you guys, you're supposed to add it on at the end, right? So I'll just add on to C. B, C. Okay. So you go X plus 4 is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's B. As you can see there. So X to B. And then, don't bother to keep on adding the alphabet there. Just start from here again. From B. And then from B to F is again another +4. Okay. Now, so f plus 4 would be J. So the answer for the first letter of this question is J. And then we have to do the same thing for the second sequence, as you know. The second letter. So G. Okay, wait, let me rub this out. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, G to I would be plus 2. Then I to K would be plus 2. Then K to M would be plus 2. Then M to O would be plus 2. Yeah, and now O plus 2 would be equal to Q. So the answer for this question is equal to JQ. Remember, don't get mixed up. Even if you get mixed up, you won't get a mark. That it's very harsh. Anyways, let's move on to the last question. I know what you guys are thinking. Phew, finally the last question. Anyways. Okay. This last question is going to be a little bit more tricky. As you can see, you're wondering why is this sequence bigger than the other ones? Well, in this sequence, we don't just go like L to J and J to J because that's all confusing. So what you have to do then is that you skip a 1. So you go L to J there, and then J to H, and then H to F. So you don't want to figure out the wrong sequence, because if I figure out this sequence, then it's going to take me here, and I want to figure out that one there. So you start from the second one, because there we go. That gives me the answer. See? From there to there, there to there, and there to there. That'll give me the answer. So let me just rub this out. So from L to J, it is minus 2. Right? And then I'm just going to mark it over here so it's more easier to read. And then J to H would be minus 2 again. And then H to F would be minus 2. And then F minus 2 are, as you can see, I figured out the wrong sequence here. So, and that is what happens when you don't pay attention. So make sure you never do this in a real test, otherwise it will literally mess up all your time, and because you got a limited time, you're going to be quite behind. So remember to always mark off the correct one. We don't make the same mistake like me. So J to I, really, should I say? J to I. We're figuring out the wrong sequence there. J to I. J to I would be minus 1. Then I to H is minus 1. Then H minus 1 would be G. So the first one is G. Then we don't use D from here, we still use the F from here. So then F to G would be, one second. Okay, yeah. F to G would be plus 1. Sorry about that. And then G to H would be plus 1. Okay, yeah, sorry. G to H would be plus 1. And then H plus 1 would be I, right? So the answer to this question is GI. So always remember to check if it's like that, and remember, do not make the same mistake I made. That will waste a lot of your time. Okay, that's all the example questions done. So let's move on to the next one over here. So these are your practice questions. So pause the video and try to complete them on a paper and stuff, and put them, write the answers down in the comment section below. Okay, I'm assuming that you guys have all done that. So let's go check out the answers. So these are the answers. So first, I'm gonna go through them with you just to make it more easier. So yeah, R to C. This one is different. Remember, this one you don't go R to C then C to N. We skip it. So R to N would be 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. Then N to J would be minus 4. Then J, right? N to J. Yeah, and then J minus 4 is F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Now that I've got rid of this, the ink jottings, we can start doing the second letters. So, okay, so A to W. A to W would be, okay, look, we feel we lost all. We've run out of alphabet, so we just add it on like before, but on the other side. Z, Z, Y, sorry about the Y, X, then W. Okay, make sure to not make a silly mistake like miss the X or something like that. So A to W is minus 4. Okay, now to start from here, of course, W, and then W to S is minus 4, and then S minus 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, O. So the answer to this question is F, O. Okay. And now for the next question. Okay. Over here, so R. So this one is back to normal. So R to S, and then S to T like that. R to S is plus 1, S to T is plus 1, T to U is plus 1, and U to V is plus 1. So V plus 1 is equal to is going to be W. And then what we're going to do is the other one. So the first one is W, of course. Now the other one. So X to Y is plus 1, Y to Z is plus 1, and now you don't really need to add it on because Z plus 1 is going to be A because of what I taught you. Z plus 1 is A plus 1 is B, and B plus 1 is C. So that's why it's WC. The answer to this question is WC. Okay, and then we go to the next question. So the first one is U, and the next one is Q. So it's the same thing like before. So we don't have to skip one and stuff. It's just normal. So U to Q is 1, 2, 3, 4 is minus 4. Then Q to M is 1, 2, 3 minus 4. And M minus 4 is I, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I to E is minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then E minus 4 would equal to is equal to A. So that's why it's A. And now for the second one, second letter is G to K is now plus 4, and K plus 4 is O, and then O to S is plus 4, and then S to if W is plus 4, so then W plus 4 is equal to A. So that's why the answer here is A. And now it's again, so UG it's starting again. So this one is like the first question. You have to do the skipping. Okay, so U to wait. Let's just check out which one's gonna get us there first. That one. No, we won't. This is the first one that will get us to the answer for this time. Remember the mistake I made? Do not do that. Okay. U to I is U to I is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? Okay. This one is a weird one. So yeah, they're saying U to I and then I to W. Okay, so in these type of questions, although it might look like we're gonna have to do the first one, like because there's 6 over here, it's not going to be like that. Because yeah, you can't just use just tell how much letters, how much groups there are, and then say okay, it's that method. You have to check it. So if I do U to I, look how big of a gap there is there, all the way there, and then I say I to W. That's just too big of a gap. They would never do that, okay? And it's not a pattern, and they would never do that in a proper exam. So if here it's the normal way, it's the one before. So yeah, so you have to check before you do it. Don't make the mistake that I did. So U to O, see that's more reasonable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although it's still a lot, but it's reasonable, man. They can do that. So U to O is -6. Then O to I is another -6. Yeah. And then I to C is -6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then C to W is -6. 1, 2. Then just add it on like before, but I'm not gonna bother to do it. Okay. And W -6. W to Q is -6. Yeah. And then Q -6 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would be K, like over there. And then and now we have to figure out the second one, which would be G to A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 -6. Then A to U is -6. 1, 2. Okay. And then U -6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is O. And then O to I is -6. And then I to C is -6. And look, I have to do it again. So then C -6 is 1, 2, 3. Wait a sec. That's Y. Sorry about the Y. That does not look like a Y at all. Okay. Okay. So yeah, C -6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is W. So that's why the second one is W. K, W. And now to the last question of the day. So G to X. Wait, let me rub this out first. Okay. Over here, we don't want to make the same mistake as before. We want to check it out before we actually do anything. So let's see, G to X. Would they do that? So G's over there, X over there. I don't think so. Okay. So it's probably going to be when you skip like that. G to O. G to O, they might do. Yeah, it's it's still a big gap, but it's smaller than that. They won't do that. So G to O, then O to W, then W to thing. Okay? So G to O. G to O is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's +8. And then it's, of course, then O to W is another +8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then W +8 would be, just don't bother to add it on to the next. Just add on 1, like A there, and then carry on from there. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can start from here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because otherwise, too much writing. Yeah, E. So that's why the first one is E there. And then it's I to Q. I to Q would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another +8. And then Q to Y is +8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then Y +8 would be, yeah, use that there. Yeah, and once you write down the over here like A, B, C or A, B, C or Z, Y, X, whatever over there, just keep it there because it could be useful. Don't rub it out. Okay, anyways. So y plus 8 is 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's G. So the answer for the last question is EG. Hope you had a great time. Thank you for watching Learn with Anhad. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.